There are literally a million different habits that you can implement into your life right now to change your life, okay? But where do we even start from if there is a million different options to choose from? I've tried and tested 90% of all these techniques, from cold showers to running every morning to gym to eating healthy to intermittent fasting, everything. I've tried and tested all, and now I am aware of which 3 habits you can start today to actually start changing your life. And so by the end of this video, you'll be left with the 3 main habits that you should start with and why you should start with those specific 3 habits. And without further ado, let's get on to this video. The self-improvement journey can basically be broken down into 3 main categories in which you can build up habits to improve upon, and doing these habits in those 3 areas will guarantee you that your life is improved, okay? The first category is improving upon yourself. Improving upon the relationship with yourself, your health, your mental health, your physical wellness, and everything about yourself, and just improving upon that. The second category, after you've improved upon yourself, after you've filled your own cup, is to start filling other people's cups. And that means to build upon the relationships that you have in your life and discard the ones that are draining your energy to live your life. After you've given to yourself and the people that are closest around you, you can now start giving back into the world, whether it be through a business or through a job or through a career, whatever it may be. Now you can start actually influencing the world that you live in. So let's zoom back into what you can do today and what you need to do right now so that you can actually start upon this journey and start upon this journey of self-actualization. And the first steps would definitely be in the category of improving upon yourself. So what 3 habits can we implement right now to start improving upon ourselves? So the first habit is exercising, okay? The easiest way to build a relationship with yourself, build a strong relationship with yourself, is through exercising and through taking care of your body, through the foods you eat, through the sleep you get, through the water that you drink. And I say to start off with exercising because in the best case scenario, you'll naturally develop the other health pillar habits that are related to exercising, which is having good sleep, eating nutritious foods, and drinking enough water. I don't really care what type of exercise you choose to do because in reality, you know, this is your life, and the exercise should be one that you enjoy and the one that you think right now that you are going to be able to stick with in the long run, because this is a lifestyle change you're trying to make, not just a quick, simple little hack to change up your life. These are lifestyle changes, okay? Just remember, like, although you chose this exercise right now, you can always change it up in the future and choose a different type of exercise that you want to do and incorporate into your life, right? I suggest at minimum that you try to aim to get around an hour every 4 to 5 times a week just to get your body moving and you're not just being a couch potato the whole day. In addition to doing formal exercising, you can also work on incorporating movement throughout the day, because a lot of studies have shown that if you just move your body for at least like 5 to 10 to even 15 minutes every hour or 2, then that's also really good for you. So if it's possible with the lifestyle you're currently living, that you're not like sitting at the desk 24/7 working a 9 to 5, then try and incorporate that movement throughout the day so that you work on your body and so that you move your body and so that it works at its best. And so starting off with this habit of exercising, you'll naturally be able to build up the habits of sleeping well, of eating well, of drinking enough water, because you'll be like, or at least this was for me, when I started first exercising, I was like, I'm already exercising, so might as well put in nutritious foods into my body, might as well drink enough water, and might as well also sleep enough so that I'm also able to keep up this habit of exercising and taking care of my body. And so all of these habits are very much essential to building up the relationship with yourself, because you're taking care of your health. And when you start taking care of your health, you have enough energy to create and work on the life that you actually want to live. And so in the best case scenario, once you start working on this habit, working on building up this habit of exercising, you'll recognize your self-worth. You'll recognize how much value you have to yourself, and you'll build up this self-trust. You'll realize that working on your body and building up these healthy habits is an act of self-love. Eating well, sleeping well, drinking enough water, moving your body is all from a place of love for yourself. You care for yourself, so you want to make sure that you get the adequate nutrition, you get the adequate movement and water that you need throughout the day so that you can actually function. You love yourself enough that you would want to nurture your body because you know that your body deserves the best. Because you love yourself. You love yourself enough to know that. And so if you realize that you do it for a while and then you stop, and then you maybe start again and then you stop. Pause and ask yourself, why are you lacking this consistency? Why would you harm your body by sitting in one place, by eating junk food throughout the day, just pulling all-nighters, like etc, etc? There's like a whole list of negative things that you can do, right? Like, why do you choose to do all that? Is it because you feel that you're not worthy of these things? Is it because you think that you don't even deserve to take care of your body, right? Really try and figure out the real reason why you've been like on and off inconsistent, or not even started this habit at all in the first place, because this habit is truly an act of self-love. It is an act of self-love to nurture yourself and to provide your body with the right nutrients and right amount of physical exercise and water and light and dark and sleep and everything. Okay, it's so important to take care of your physical health, and that's why it's like the first thing that I recommend you do, because it really does help build up your self-love, self-trust, self-worth, self-everything. And so the second habit that you can start is journaling. This is also another great way for you to build up the relationship with yourself, because this one really allows you a way and a channel for you to communicate with yourself, communicate your thoughts, and process your emotions in a way that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do if you didn't have journaling as a habit ingrained into your life. For this habit, I really recommend you journal, just starting using pen and paper, and start journaling right before you go to sleep, so that you can also like get rid of any negative thoughts that you have and actually go to sleep well and make sure that you aren't ruminating on random thoughts from like 10 years ago. You can totally buy yourself a notebook, but that'll like build up extra resistance for your mind to actually start this habit. So literally just grab a blank piece of paper and a random pen that you found on the floor, okay? And just start off by writing what your day went like, what were the ups and downs of your day, what went well, what didn't go well. And then write down any pressing thoughts that you may have, just random thoughts they might have just like floated in your head. And then write down the things that drained and gained your energy, the thing that you need to do to get 1% better the next day, what the mission is for tomorrow, and how grateful you are to be living this life. And so this habit will really help you to discover what your strengths and weaknesses are, and it'll really help you bring awareness to yourself, how you can improve yourself, what other things you can do out of self-love. And if you want to know more about journaling, then check out this video I made over here where I show every single way that I journal and how I journal to improve my self-growth and productivity and everything in my life. And so the last habit that you can implement into your life is staying off social media and staying off the news, because literally social media and the news is just filled with negativity and scarcity 90% of the time, right? There is that 10% where it's like happy and joyful and positive, but 90% of the time it's very much negative, and it'll put you in a scarcity mindset. I could tell you to set time limits for yourself and, you know, monitor your screen time and monitor how much time you spend on social media. If you want to see real change very quickly, then I highly recommend that you actually delete all the social media apps off your phone that allow you to consume instant dopamine content. That even means YouTube, because YouTube Shorts exist. So I really recommend this habit because it allows you to guard off random negative thoughts and energies from coming into your life and coming into your presence, and then you ruminating upon them. And if you're still a bit uncertain about implementing this habit and actually deleting all your social medias and being like, oh my god, if I delete my social medias then my whole life's gone, then I highly recommend you watch this video that I made about how I deleted social media and what my journey was like with social media and how I ended up deleting it off my phone after 2 years. And because you're deleting all of these apps off your phone, you're still gonna have the impulse to check your phone every 5 seconds, right? And so if you want, you can also replace this habit of scrolling through instant dopamine content through reading self-help books, so that you can learn about different ways of improving your life and how you can move forward after you've implemented all of these 3 steps that I'm outlining in this video. So those were the 3 habits that you can start today to literally change your life. And so once you click off this video, this is what I want you to do. I'm giving you the exact step-by-step outline so that you can actually start implementing these habits into your life today, not tomorrow, not next week, not 10 months from now, today. These are the exact actions that you can start right now once you've clicked off this video. So now there's no way that you can give yourself a silly little excuse to not start this because it was too uncertain, it was too vague, because I'm giving you the exact steps that you can take right now to start your self-improvement journey and to start these 3 habits into your life right now. First off, I want you to turn on your phone and delete all of these apps. You can totally send a message to all your friends saying that, okay, I'm gonna be off it for a while, just don't text me, just text me using my number, text me using this app, and then just delete it. Delete it off of your phone. Next, I want you to take out a fresh sheet of lined paper or a notebook, or open a new Google document, and on this paper or this Google document, I want you to write down today's date, then I want you to write down daily reflection, then I want you to write down pressing thoughts, drain, gain, 1% better, and mission, and then gratitude right at the bottom. Prep your journal up right now so that before you go to sleep, you're not staring at a blank page and uncertain of what to write. Everything's already outlined for you. You know exactly what to write so you're not intimidated, and you can actually start this habit today. And then lastly, in your journal, at the very end, I want you to write down exercise, right? And over here, you're gonna write down the exact exercise that you are gonna start tomorrow, the exact time, the location. If it's with other people, write that down too. Because you're writing what you're gonna do tomorrow to exercise in very high detail, then you're much more likely to pull through on it and actually take action on exercising and take action on doing the thing that you said you're going to do. And you may have a bunch of mixed thoughts and feelings around exercising, and you may feel really uncertain and it might be a bit scary because you have never exercised or you haven't exercised in a while. And don't worry, that's completely normal, okay? And if you want, you can totally write that down in your journal too. When I think about me exercising, like what uncertainties is it bringing up in me? Don't worry, okay? But just remind yourself and just know that taking action on this habit, pulling through on yourself tomorrow is going to be the biggest act of self-love that you can do within these next 2 days. And also remind yourself that this habit is just an experiment, okay? Don't get too tied up on the outcomes or on what you're going to do or this and that and this and that. It's an experiment, and just take it slow. Just take it lightly and don't put it on a pedestal, and just learn to enjoy the thing that you're actually doing, which is being able to nourish your body and nurture your body by giving it the amount of movement that it needs and deserves. And now all you have to do tomorrow is to pull through on this exercise and to continue journaling every night. And that's it. And try to stick with these habits for at least a month. See what happens. What did you learn from it? How do you feel afterwards? And then if you don't like it, you can totally just stop and you can totally disregard what I just said. But just try and stick to it for at least a month and see how you feel, see how it actually changed your life, see all the new things that you've discovered about yourself, right? And just remember that it's totally natural for it to be feeling a bit strange for the first couple of weeks. When I first started exercising last year, it felt really weird for the first 2 weeks. I'm like, I was in the gym and I'm like, man, am I even supposed to be here? I feel so awkward. But I pushed through, and now I literally cannot go like more than 3 days without exercising, or else I'll just be like, bleh. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope that it provided you with some value, and I hope that giving you these actual steps that you can implement literally today, step-by-step guideline on what you can do right now. I'm really hoping that communicating these habits in this way really helps you to take action upon your goals and really helps you start living the life that you want to live. And so if it provided you with some value, comment down below the #1 takeaway that you can gain from this video, and share this video with a friend that you want to hop on with this journey with too. And that's it for this week. I will see you next week.